Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today we are here with episode number 49 of the Hardcore Ironman series, a series in which of course I'm doing my best to stay alive and doing a pretty good job at that so far. Up to 2084 total, looking to push closer towards 2100 this episode. I would like to round out base 80s with my smithing as well, so that'll be some easy levels there. For the bank, at the moment, up to 388 mil. Last episode got 92 mining, so now I can mine a ton of amethyst, which then I can turn into dart tips, which then I can use my blowpipe, which allows me to be able to do some high-end PvM a lot more efficient, so I'm looking forward to that. And to get going on that track, I think I'm going to start off the episode with my current Slayer task, which is 183 Kraken, and we'll see where I can go from there. 368k from 95 Slayer, which would unlock me Hydra, which I could do with said amethyst dart, so we'll have to get on my way. Little milestone out here at Kraken, just got up to 1000 KC, and still no signs of stopping yet. I do have actually a broken Carol's leather skirt that I have to go fix. Also, I'm going to bring the Twisted Buckler here, because apparently that's actually a really good magic offhand as far as defensive bonuses go, so excited for that, and yeah, definitely going to keep on pushing more. I'm really not scared of Kraken, but I will say I get lulled into AFKing a lot here, and Kraken actually can do a good bit of damage, especially when you don't have adequate mage defense, so usually feeling pretty good, but always a small chance. There we go, only 30 kills later and managed to get a nice little Trident of the Seas full. I think this is actually the first one I've ever gotten from Kraken. I got my first one from the little Krakens out there, and so other than that, I've been really lucky on my tentacles, but I don't think I've ever gotten a Trident of the Seas. So that's some nice runes right there. Just go ahead and dig those all out of there and use it for my own will, but happy to see it. Also really works out at the moment because I only have 41 charges left in my Trident, so like nothing happened. There we go, just top her on off and we're good to go for another 76 kills. Just ended off my 450th task from Konar, ended up getting 270 points from that and up to 1.3k total. Little over 300k away from 95 Slayer and also 877k away from 99 defense, so a little ways to see which one of those I get first, but 236 gargoyles for now. Gonna go make some money and get some nice defense XP. Just got 42 black dragons as a task right after my gargoyles task, so this is gonna be my first time ever killing a little bit of KBD. I've been wanting to go for a dragon pickaxe, and KBD is going to be the best way that I can do that without being in the wilderness too much. However, I do have to teleport out there and maneuver just a little bit. When teleporting out here, a lot of people like to use the burning amulet teleport because then you're right here. However, also a lot of people know that people use that, so I think I'm going to go with the Gorak teleport over here. It does require 96 magic, which I do have. I'm probably going to make teleport scrolls, or I might put the runes in a rune pouch, one or the other, but I'm definitely going to take this approach since it is less common. Okay, so all geared up and ready to go. I brought a ton of Ceradomin brews for PKers, but it'll also help me on my trip if I, of course, if I do manage to make it there, which I should. I have the Smallexplamp account scouting for me, and I'll be using the Gorak teleport just to make sure I'm a little safer whenever I go on out here. So first trip venturing out there in a while, should see a friendly account over here, and then beyond that we should have a clear run even further to the east. A little easy game, don't really have to worry too much. I should actually always have my magic prayer on, that way if I get TB'd it's only going to be 2.5 minutes and I can tank. But other than that, it's going to be a smooth little run like so, and should be good to go as long as I don't get stream sniped, so fingers crossed. Alright, the first kill is actually insanely easy. I barely even used a piece of food, and there we go, first KC at KBD. Looking forward to many more, and maybe a pickaxe or a pet along the way as well. First drop of any note out here. Nice little KBD head at 67 KC, so I could throw that up in a house and make it look a little fancy, but yeah, nice to add that to the bank, and in the future I'll now just tear them up for some ensouled heads, which would be some good prayer XP as well. So I just strolled up to the first patch of my trip, and I have not planted any of my seeds, just got here, and off that first plant I was able to get 25 erit leaves. I believe that's the most amount of herbs I have ever gotten from a patch. I don't even know if it's close. I had to do a little double take to make sure that I hadn't been to a patch prior, because that was absurd. Heading on over now to the good old Mage Pain Arena. Can't wait to get on my pizzazz, my alchemy, my telekinetic, my graveyard points. It's gonna be so much fun going back to the good old white pearly gates. How you doing? Can't wait to come on back in here. Gonna have to spend 13 to 14 hours inside this little household, and then after that they'll allow me to walk around with a cool little master wand that will be very, very helpful for my bursting and barraging come time. At the moment, I have 228 enchantment points, which is a tenth of how much the master wand upgrade alone cost me, and I have barely over half of the alchemist points for just the master wand. To get the master wand, I'm gonna have to get the beginner, the apprentice, the teacher, and then the master. So this is going to be utter hell. I've been avoiding it as long as humanly possible. I figured the account might die beforehand, and if so, that's a lot of time I could save myself. For some reason, I didn't suicide the account beforehand, so we'll do it now. Just spam through 97 magic right there, getting a bunch of grads in the clan chat from all of the homies. Love to see it. And yeah, nice little level to kind of brighten my day out here. It's been pretty rough. I'm seeing a lot of people, I'll say, with much speculation. I don't know who these people are. Very low level, very strange names, and they don't do a very good job at finding the right actual location for these items, so I'm very suspect and looking forward to seeing more bot-like people in my company. Alrighty, well then, a little while later, this is going to be the end of that, so up to 530 pizzazz points, which is how many I need to get the entire set of the wands to be able to get the Master Wand, so 1 out of 4 done. Excited to be on my way with that one. Probably my second least favorite room, and gonna go ahead and rip off the band-aid and go to my least favorite room now, which is the telekinetic grab room. Not looking forward to it, but we do what we gotta do. Knocked another one off the list here, up to 490 telekinetic grab points. So happy to have been done with this, and now I actually have already done the enchantment room because it was just really easy to do and I needed something to do on the side. So enchantment's done. Telekinetic grab's done, alchemist is done, and finally on to graveyard, and then I can get my master wand. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go grab a ring of life in case I accidentally AFK down here. I mean, honestly, it would be the most embarrassing thing ever to die at Mage Trading Arena. But it'll be nice to finally get the master wand upgrade, and then also beyond that, anytime, you know, maybe I were to get a Kodai Insignia going forward, maybe I could just throw that on together. Finally, here we are. Okay, so this is gonna be the last little inventory of bodes that I have to do. The graveyard points were a lot worse than I was actually remembering. Very slow. I didn't realize how long 480 was going to take me, but we have managed, so that should be everything as long as I didn't mess up anything. Get to go up here and trade the rewards guardian and see what he's got in store. How you doing, my guy? Alright, so we'll grab the beginner wand, confirm. We'll grab the apprentice wand. I think this is how this works, right? I just buy one of each and then upgrades. Okay, cool. Teacher wand, and then finally the master wand, and there we go. Got 10 telekinetic grab points left for maybe later. I doubt I'll ever come back here because that was painful enough, but there we go. Nice little master wand. Can finally go do my bursting task, and now I have a lot more excitement to do them. Obviously they're good Slayer XP, but now with the added DPS and XP that I'll be getting per hour, definitely worthwhile and ready to push on forward. That final 250k until Hydra, so let's go. So after the master wand was achieved, I continued on my Slayer grind and stumbled upon a Hellhounds task 1 where I didn't expect anything because personally I've just been kind of writing off the idea of getting any drops there. However, as you'll see, that was not the case. There's no way. I definitely did not think I was going to get this kill. If you look at my inventory, I have no prayer and 1 Quran wand, but I freaking did it. I did it. Oh my god. All right, we are out. Easy game, never a doubt. What is that? 668 KC. All the homies in the clan chat hit me with the grads. I appreciate it, buds. Shout out to those that were there. Easy game. Love to see it. Time to go make a good old primordial boot and never go back to that place, even though I do love Cerberus dearly, but yeah, a little scary, honestly. My mouse was doing some of the double clicking. If you guys have been here for the recent episodes, you'll know I've been having some struggles with my mouse. It's been good to me lately, but today went a little haywire, so glad that I was able to rein that in and also grab a primordial as well. I guess I could have done this initially, but let's go ahead and throw it on. Get that easy rune crafting XP while we're at it too. So nice little infusion, 200, and the best melee boots in the game. Love to see it. Easy little upgrade, and honestly, my setup is looking incredible at the moment. I was also getting a little nervous because I only have a little under 4k Arclight charges. I have some more in the bank, but it was getting a little sketch, so I'm glad I could get that done. I guess I'm going to go finish off the rest of this task at regular Hellhounds. I was planning on getting 95 Slayer here, however I have a KBD task stored, so I guess that's where we're going to get it. A little change of plans, but happy to have had them. I've taken a small break from Slayer, gonna finish up the 95 here momentarily, but had to go ahead and work on some agility because my goal has been to get an agility level per video for as long as I could manage it. And while I'm doing that, I've been putting together some amethyst darts as well in between laps, and gonna go ahead now and get 94 fletching with that. Got a lot of amethyst darts at the moment, as you can see in the inventory, about 12k or so. Got a little extra in my blowpipe as well, so close to like 13, 14k amethyst darts, which is really, really good for me. Definitely going to be able to fuel me a good bit whenever I get onto this Hydra grind. So looking forward to that. Going to work on the rest of this agility level, but I'm also going to mix in some smithing because I do want to get that up. It is by far my lowest skill, and I don't want my tiers going on that anymore. So I got to go ahead and switch up what I'm doing here. I have a lot of gold ore, but I think I'm going to do a lot of my mithril and adamant and those types of bars first, and then I'll end off with my gold ore, and we'll see how far it can get me. I don't like calculating that type of stuff. I'd rather just be surprised. Oh yeah, also found out that agility is actually dangerous here, because earlier I went to click on the first obstacle here, the rough wall, and there was a warrior right in front of me, or right in front of the wall, I guess, and I clicked on him and ended up taking like 30 damage before I realized what was going on. So yeah, a little terrifying that I might just die AFKing agility. Maybe I'll be smart enough to bring a ring of life in the future, but we'll see. So throwing up all of this gold ore onto the little conveyor belt, gonna go ahead and get myself 79 smithing. No, maybe after I take some here, right here, switch on over. Bang, there we go, calculated. Knew that was happening. 79 smithing, easy as you like. Can now make adamant war hammers and also Shazian supply helms 4. Won't be doing much of either of that. I will be smithing some of my addy bars though, because I've gotten a good bit over here right now. So I think that's how I'm going to go ahead and get level 80 smithing. I'm not going to get all the way up to 82 like I was hoping, because this is a little slower than I initially thought, but currently doing the method where you basically run a inventory of gold ore. You also then run an inventory of coal at the same time, and so essentially you can do the fast method with gold ore while you're also throwing in all of this coal while you're up here, and that allows you to be able to run your adamant bars or mithril bars a little bit faster as well. So little pro tip there. If you haven't tried that, would recommend it. Gonna make a little blast furnace guide here soon to make sure to throw that out there as well, but definitely a pro tip that helps me out whenever I have to do a little bit of smithing here. Couple more bars and I'll be topping off what will be 80 smithing in the final smithing level of the video, so happy to have gotten that. Can now make Gonsword blades, which is something that could be happening in the future. Also enhanced crystal keys and eternal teleport crystals. Both items that I could unlock after Song of the Elves, which I do plan on doing at some point in the near future. Given that I don't want to do Corrupted Gauntlet, I really haven't had too many things I've desperately been wanting to do behind Song of the Elves, but definitely something I'd like to do within the next couple episodes. As far as what I'd like to do next in this episode, I actually have an agility level I'm going to go top off because, of course, got to get my 1 per episode. And hopping on down the end of this Sears lamp, that should do the trick. There we go, up to 82 agility. Can now do floor 4 of the Hollowed Sepulchre, which I actually had no clue about before this, but I'm very intrigued by going forward because I would like to give it a try. Better agility rates than anything else I can do, so that's very interesting to me. Also something that you gotta pay a lot of attention to, which I think with agility is probably a good thing because I'm already too slow as is, so going a little faster wouldn't hurt. Well, it has all come down to this. Final little gargoyle kill here, and then I will be on my way towards a Hydra task in the potential near future. 95 Slayer, just like that. Love to see it. Oh, so good. So good. I cannot wait to go kill a little bit of Hydra. The real final step in terms of Slayer bosses, and then beyond that, it is just God Wars Dungeon, maybe Corp in the future too. Just a lot of fun things on the horizon. So throwing everything on into the bank, up to a 427 mil bank at the moment, getting close to the half bill mark, which is just going to be wild for me. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this Hardcore Iron Man episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like. On top of that, got plenty of places you can check me out, along with a Discord link and clan chat down below in the description. Would love to see you a part of my community. And if you guys want to see more videos like this as soon as I go live, make sure to subscribe. But with that said, hopefully you have a wonderful day, and peace.